Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Marco Nuyen and I'm a trainer at Microsoft. This video is part of a series of videos about the role of a Microsoft cybersecurity architect. This video is on the topics of SIEM, SOAR and XDR. Discover how modern security operations including SIEM, SOAR and XDR work together to centralize and strengthen your organization's defenses, ensuring full visibility and connectivity across your digital landscape. The content of this video is mostly aligned with the area of security operations, identity and compliance from a certification perspective. Now question, what is the entire picture? The main thing we want to address in this video is to bring together all the security related data so we understand the entire landscape and so we can combine things. Everything is connected. Do we see all of it? The objective of the video is to tie all security related information together. From a terminology perspective, we will focus on security information and event management, SIEM, extended detection and response, XDR, and security orchestration, automation and response, SOAR. Zero Trust is a security paradigm that assumes no trust in any entity, whether internal or external, and requires continuous verification of identities, devices, data, and transactions before granting access or privileges. We have a separate video on Zero Trust in the series, but for this video we want to think of bringing all information together, analyze the information and acting on it. Visibility, orchestration and automation. Our goal is to activate something and get data from it to see what is going on. And if what is going on is not good, react. We want more data and to do more comprehensive analysis of the data. What data? Well, as much as we can get. The graphic I'm using here is from the Microsoft Cybersecurity Reference Architecture, the MCRA, and we focus on three aspects I named at the start of the video: SIEM, SOAR and XDR. They are in the graphic but require some explanation. SIEM can gather and analyze data from various sources, such as identity and access management, device management, data protection, encryption, network segmentation and firewalls, and to check and confirm the identities, device data and transactions in the environment. SIEM can also spot anomalies and threats that may indicate a breach or an attempt to circumvent the Zero Trust policies and controls and create alerts and notifications for further investigation and response. SOAR can automate and orchestrate response actions to the alerts and incidents created by the SIEM and other sources, again based on the Zero Trust policies and controls. SOAR can also perform remediation tasks, such as removing access, isolating devices, blocking traffic, or encrypting data to stop or limit the damage of a breach or an attack. SOAR can also escalate and report the incidents to the relevant stakeholders and authorities to provide feedback and suggestions for improving the Zero Trust posture. The cloud-native SIEM capability Microsoft leverages is Microsoft Sentinel. And it is more than just a cloud-native SIEM, it also does SOAR. And I don't want to get into any product comparisons, but from what I've seen with my customers, one of the advantages of Microsoft Sentinel is that it is cloud native. It can scale elastically with the cloud and handle huge volumes of data without requiring any infrastructure maintenance or configuration. And it taps into other cloud capabilities also, like advanced analytics and machine learning to detect threats and anomalies that might otherwise go unnoticed by traditional rules-based systems. And we will see more and more of that with the introduction, of course, of co-pilots. More on SOAR. Automation rules in Sentinel allows users to centrally manage the automation of incident handling. Besides letting you assign playbooks to incidents and alerts, automation rules also allow you to automate responses for multiple analytical rules at once, and automatically tag, assign, or close incidents without a need for playbooks, create lists of tasks for your analysts to perform on triaging, investigating and remediating incidents, and controlling the order of actions that are executed. A playbook is a collection of response and remediation actions and logic that can be run from Microsoft Central as a routine. A playbook can help automate and orchestrate your threat response. It can integrate with other systems, both internal and external, and can be set to run automatically in response to specific alerts or incidents when triggered by an analytics rule or an automation rule respectively. It can also be run manually on demand in response to alerts from the incident pages. Playbooks, by the way, in Microsoft Sentinel are based on workflows that we built in Azure Logic apps. But you need to design for a Sentinel implementation. It needs to be configured, operated, managed, and maintained. And there are trainings that specifically focus on that. And we expect you as a Microsoft cybersecurity architect to be aware of that content. And we just take a couple of elements from that in this video. And it starts with creating the backend on which Microsoft Sentinel will be running, the workspace, which is hosted in Log Analytics. A Sentinel workspace is a logical container for the data and configurations of a Sentinel instance. It's based on a Log Analytics workspace, which is a cloud service that collects and stores data from various sources in a data lake format. A Sentinel workspace can have different tables that store different types of data, such as security alerts, incident, or user activities. The data in the tables depends on what connectors are used to bring in the data into the Sentinel workspace. And connectors, they are integrations with Microsoft or other third-party services that provide security data. In the Microsoft portfolio, think of Defender for Cloud, Entra, Microsoft 365, and these connectors can be configured to collect data continuously or on demand. It's these connectors that bring data into the workspace, the Log Analytics backend on which Sentinel runs. Once the data is in the workspace, it can be analyzed using a query language. And the query language is called Custo, KQL, which allows for complex and flexible queries across multiple tables and sources. The queries can be used to create analytical rules, which are logic-based triggers that detect suspicious or malicious activities and generate alerts or incidents based on the data. The analytic rules can also be based on machine learning models that can learn from data and provide insights and recommendations. The Sentinel workspace is an essential component of a Sentinel design, as it determines how much data is collected, stored, and processed, and how it is used for monitoring and response. The Sentinel workspace can have different size and cost implications depending on the volume and variety of the data, the retention period, and the number of complexity of the queries that we do with our rules. A Sentinel workspace can also have different compliance requirements depending on the sensitivity and location of the data and the regulations that apply to it. As a Microsoft cybersecurity architect, one of your responsibilities is to ensure Sentinel is not only designed and configured according to the organization's unique security needs and regulatory requirements, but also that it is operated efficiently and can scale as demand grows. You must understand the foundational elements such as workspaces, connectors, analytical rules, and help make strategic decisions about data management, security monitoring, and incident response. Your expertise ensures that Microsoft Sentinel is aligned with the organization's security posture, that it provides actionable insights and supports the broader goals of resilience and compliance. In practice, this means that you're guiding the implementation from initial planning through ongoing operations, helping to optimize the environment for both security effectiveness and cost efficiency. Your understanding of these details is what enables the organization to get the most value from its investments in Microsoft Sentinel and maintain a strong security posture in an evolving threat landscape. Therefore, it may be necessary to have more than one Sentinel instance, more than one Sentinel workspace for different purposes or scopes. For example, a large organization may have separate workspaces for different regions, departments, or business units, or for different types of data or scenarios. The Sentinel workspace can also be connected to other Sentinel workspaces or other SIEM solutions to enable cross-workspace or cross-SIEM correlation and investigation. If you did not know this, then you need to ramp up. There's sample content on Microsoft Learn to help you, but I'd like to tip the Sentinel Ninja training to you, and I will say something more about that shortly. But first, let's look at log tiers. Microsoft Sentinel provides two key storage tiers to help you manage your security data efficiently. The analytics tier, which is where you handle high-value real-time logs. This is the engine for instant threat detection and fast investigations. And here, analytic logs drive immediate alerts and complex analysis. Basic logs help to keep costs down while still enabling important investigations. And auxiliary logs provide extra content for deeper insights. The data lake tier is your organization's long-term archive, storing vast amounts of security logs for up to 12 years. It's designed for deep insight investigations, supporting advanced analytics and ensuring you can meet compliance needs without high cost. This long-term storage means you're always prepared for regulatory reviews or historical threat hunts. As a standout feature of the latest Sentinel platform, it is seamless integration with Microsoft Defender. This allows security teams to access, analyze, and hunt threats across all their data right from Defender, giving you one unified view and enabling robust analytics throughout your security infrastructure. This system brings transformative flexibility. You can centralize security data in an open, accessible format, separating storage and compute cost to fine-tune resources as your business grows and threats change. Multiple analytic engines let you extract deeper insights and native integrations to ensure your solutions can scale to meet the data demands. Ultimately, Microsoft Sentinel architecture lets you unify your entire security landscape, keep your data accessible, and boost your organization's ability to detect, investigate, and respond to threats. This isn't just about building systems, it's about creating a resilient foundation for advanced analytics, regulatory compliance, and the agility needed for tomorrow's challenges. As a Microsoft cybersecurity architect, the ability to centralize and manage security data in an open format is transformative. You gain the flexibility to separate storage and compute cost, which allows you to optimize resources as your organization grows as the threat landscape evolves. By supporting multiple analytics engines, you're able to extract deeper insights from security data and empower your teams to respond swiftly and effectively to threats. Native integration with Sentinel streamlines how you connect, process, and tier large volumes of log data, which is crucial for scaling your solutions and adapting to ever-increasing data demands. This architecture enables you to design systems that are both cost-effective and highly performant, giving you the control to tailor your security posture to fit current and future needs. And for a cybersecurity architect, these advancements mean you can unify your organization's security landscape, ensure data is always accessible, enhance your availability, your ability to detect, investigate, and respond. You're not just building systems, you're creating a resilient foundation that supports advanced analytics, regulatory compliance, and the agility needed for tomorrow's security challenges. If you're ready to take your skills to the next level, then don't miss the Microsoft Sentinel Ninja trainings. This is the real deal, crafted directly by experts behind Sentinel and the entire security compliance and identity suite. You'll be learning straight from the source, getting access to insider knowledge and practical know-how that only the actual product team can deliver. Use the exclusive short link here to jump into a treasure trove of training ranging from easy to follow overviews to deep dives packed with actionable insights. Whether you're new to Sentinel or aiming to master advanced techniques, this training is your gateway to understanding the platform exactly as its creators intended. Let's take a focused look at XDR, Extended Detection and Response. And this ability is essential to consider alongside SIEM and SOAR solutions. XDR integrates data across various security domains, like endpoints, networks, cloud services, and email platforms, giving security teams a broader and deeper view of their environment. With advanced analytics, machine learning, and AI, XDR helps detect and respond to sophisticated threats that are traditionally missed by other tools. XDR also provides actionable insights to fine-tune zero-trust policies and improve security, operating closer to where the incident occurs. XDR typically delivers faster detection and response than a SIEM system, often with significant automation. As a cloud-based solution, XDR unifies protection and data from endpoints, networks, emails, and more, allowing analysts to focus on the most critical threats. Its analytics deliver threat timelines, root cause analysis, and mapping of attack chains. Automated detection and response are central to XDR. It can triage, investigate, and remediate threats in real time, reducing the workload for security teams. With AI-driven behavior monitoring, XDR detects anomalies and emerging threats and can even auto-heal affected assets. Here's how XDR works. It gathers and integrates data from endpoints, firewalls, cloud services, third-party apps using agents and APIs. And then XDR centralizes this data for unified visibility, applies analytics to find and prioritize threats, and uses automation for rapid response and recovery. In summary, XDR provides a proactive, holistic approach to security, offering broader coverage, deeper insights, and faster action than traditional tools. And it's important to note that SIEM, SOAR, and XDR capabilities are converging into a unified operations platform, which is called Microsoft Defender. Referring back to the schematic discussed earlier in the video, it indicates that information is typically sent upwards to a SIEM. While this process is very common, it is worth considering alternative approaches, which have been implemented since. By expanding the schematic, additional capabilities become apparent at different levels, providing further opportunities for you to understand and to action upon. But it's important to note that the data collection and logging process often reflect past events. There's an inherent delay between an event occurring and the logging forwarded, analyzed, and reformatted. Consequently, centralized systems like SIEM provide information about events after they already happened. In addition, cost and performance limit the ability to transfer all raw data to higher levels. Generally, only a subset of key indicators is retained, with deeper analysis performed on the raw data as needed. Centralized views provide summarized insights, but may lack some details available closer to the source. While SIEMs are necessary, there is also value in having other solutions such as XDR that enable quicker response by operating closer to the event occurrence. This can help to reduce the workload of operators, resulting in faster response times and less dashboard fatigue. Integration of SIEM, SOAR, and XDR provides advantages. Improved integration and unified incident queues can enhance analyst efficiency by minimizing the need to interact with multiple interfaces and portals. Presenting a unified platform that consolidates Sentinel and XDR with Microsoft Defender. The solution combines rapid protection capabilities with the adaptability of Microsoft Sentinel. The result is a comprehensive SecOps platform designed for effective security management. This integrated platform empowers security teams to efficiently monitor, detect, and respond to threats across their entire digital infrastructure. With advanced analytics and automation, incident response times are improved while manual workloads are reduced. Centralizing threat intelligence and management tools enhances visibility, streamlines workflows, and strengthens the overall security posture. Microsoft's unified security operations platform offers an end-to-end solution for security operations SecOps, integrating security information event management SIEM, security orchestration and automation and response SOAR, extended detection and response XDR, and posture and exposure management. It can also include cloud security, threat intelligence, and generative AI solutions. To deliver these capabilities, the unified security operations platform incorporates services such as Microsoft Defender XDR, Microsoft Sentinel, Microsoft Security Exposure Management, Microsoft Security Copilot within the Microsoft Defender portal. Additional Microsoft Defender services can be integrated to further strengthen security and provide comprehensive protection against sophisticated attacks. The Defender portal serves as a centralized hub to monitor, detect, investigate, remediate, and respond to both pre- and post-breach cybersecurity risks and threats. This graphic, shows how Microsoft Sentinel and Defender XDR work together as part of Microsoft's unified security operations platform. Signals from across the organization, whether from endpoints, identity, cloud apps, or infrastructure, are collected and analyzed by both Defender and Sentinel. With this integration, you get a single platform in the Microsoft Defender portal where you can monitor, investigate, respond to threats from all sources, including multi-cloud and third-party environments. Defender XDR enriches and correlates alerts from multiple Microsoft security products, helping reduce noise and prioritize the most important incidents. Sentinel brings in data from wide ranges of sources, allowing for custom analytics and deep threat hunting. By combining these two tools, security teams can see the full picture, correlate incidents across the entire environment, and respond more quickly and effectively. This unified approach streamlines workflows, reduces complexity, and empowers security teams to stay ahead of evolving threats. How do you get into this unified security operations platform with Microsoft Defender? Well, it's not a default. If you start using Sentinel now, it will be unified. If you are using Sentinel already, you need to move over. And more details on that can be found on the Unified Security Operations pages on Microsoft Learn. For reference, I have taken a snapshot of the Unified Security Operations page. You can use the short link I created for you to directly access the pages on Unified Security Operations on Microsoft Learn, aka.ms/UNSecOps. Let's investigate a couple of examples before we come to an end of this video. First of all, the Sentinel classical dashboard. And the classical UI of Sentinel is something many of you may be familiar with, and it's no longer the default for the new Sentinel implementations. But fear not, the same familiar aspects are still available in the unified experience. All aspects that are about the configuration of Sentinel, that is, when it comes to the incidents, the incident queue will now be part of a unified incident queue. Here we have an example of the unified experience, the current one. Sentinel is integrated into the UI, and the UI may be familiar to you from Defender XDR. That product has evolved significantly over the last years and now includes many more elements than just XDR. And now we've got also the integration of Sentinel into it. And as you can see, the menus are similar to what they were before for Sentinel, but the incident will now be part of the investigations and response capabilities of Microsoft Defender. And that's so great, right? No longer multiple places to look at and handle incidents. And that will for sure save some time and effort for every analyst. We also see in here the data lake. It's also part of the Defender UI portal. And the data lake will make it possible to do long-term retention and reduce cost, and to basically be more effective with data and cost. Time to wrap up. In this video, we reviewed SIEM, SOAR, and XDR. To see more, start using these short links. And the MCR has got great integration and overview information. The page on XDR and the Sentinel Ninja course can help you to ramp up on those if that is needed. And there's more, Unified Security Operations, and definitely get into that. Thank you for watching the video this video in the series of the Microsoft Cybersecurity Architect. There are more. We can meet again in another, but please, until that time, get safe and stay safe.